it's me, and my hair's a mess, so I'm gonna wear a hat, and I'm also wearing a really cool cat shirt, so I'm like all catted decked out today. So I'm gonna deal with this lighting next week when I have the time, because I've just been like, just open the window and put a light on me and it'll work. So what I want to talk to you about today is kind of a mental health update. I haven't made one in a very long time, and a lot of things have happened since the last time I kind of made a mental health update. So I think it's really important, especially in the trans community where like nobody talks about mental health, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it and let's do it. Especially, you know, it's like Mental Health Awareness Week, and it's important to talk about mental health because it sucks when something happens and you can't deal with it and you can't talk about it with anybody, especially if you're trans, where you're like, people are gonna think I'm depressed or have mental health issues because I'm trans, or they're gonna think all of this stuff, and it's, you know what I'm talking about, it's just horrible. So I think the last time we talked, I actually talked about going off of Effexor. I felt a lot better, I felt like the summer was coming, it was working out, I was eating better, I was getting better, so I decided to go off of Effexor, and I was on 150 milligrams of Effexor every day. The withdrawals were disgusting. I had to take like 3 days off of work. I was not a fully functioning human being, and it was disgusting, and Effexor should be illegal because of the withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, it was so bad. It felt like somebody was like hitting my head, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even, like, I'm gonna puke thinking about the withdrawals because it was so bad. So I had a full summer, and like the withdrawals, I like did a month of weaning off of Effexor, and it still like fucked me up. So the summer was bad. I thought I was gonna get better. I thought I had seasonal depression. I thought that because the summer was coming, I was feeling better. I was wrong. And I wasn't able to go see my doctor because something had happened with, I had just graduated and I wasn't allowed to see my doctor because my doctor's from a university, even though I was a grad student. It's all complicated, so I didn't have a really fun summer. I mean, I had fun, but like, if you're depressed, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can have fun, but the back of your mind is just like, no, you're actually not, but I'm gonna pretend like you are. I hope that makes sense to people. But so I finally got a doctor's appointment with my psychiatrist at here in Montreal, and I was able to talk to some people online and see what the best option was for me, and my psychiatrist agreed that it was a very good idea for me to go back on antidepressants. Why? You know, having suicidal thoughts 7 times a day for 7 days a week always is not a very pleasant thing, especially since I just started grad school. Last semester when I was like diagnosed with depression, it's like a really big thing to deal with, especially when I was in my last year of my undergrad, and I had so much to deal with because it was my last year, and now grad school, the stress is just like ridiculous. So I asked my doctor to go back on antidepressants, and he said yes. So what am I on right now? Right now I am on Zoloft. I'm on 100 milligrams, I think, and I'm on week 5 of Zoloft. So 6 weeks I should be feeling something. Lately I haven't been feeling anything. Maybe it's like I'm starting to kind of feel it, but it's like a weird like dull feeling, like I don't feel real. And I feel like there's a brick wall, a red brick wall in my mind that's not letting me do things that I want to do. I have a shit ton of work to do for school, and it's just like I have to sit down and just stare out in space, and it's really not a fun thing to experience, especially when you know about all of these deadlines, and grad school is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in academia in my entire life, and it's like taking over my life, but my depression is taking over my life even more, so I don't have time for grad school. And I love school usually, but this system that I'm in right now, I'm in this constant battle with, am I lazy and I don't want to do this, or is it my depression that's not making me do this because I can't? I literally physically and mentally cannot do it. So it's super exhausting, and I have a job at the Concordia call center, and I haven't been able to go to work for like a week and a half now. I can't do it mentally, like I cannot sit at a desk. And I feel like people think that I'm lazy and that I just don't want to work, and I just want to sit down and watch TV and eat, and I feel so guilty about that, and I don't want to be that person that like is feeling like that ever, but I can't do anything about it. And it makes me look lazy, and that's the one thing that I hate, and that's like the stigma that goes around with being depressed and having anxiety. I also have an anxiety disorder, if you guys didn't know. it's just like I'd rather stay in bed, and I know that I can't because I don't want to fail grad school, and I can't just take a year off. I cannot do that because I have my loans and I have a research assistantship, and it's just like the workload is overwhelming and I can't drop any of my classes. I know that I can deal with it, but it's just like, at what cost? You know, and it's my mental health that I need to think of. So this weekend, what I did was nothing. I sat down, I took care of myself. I tried not to feel bad for not doing any homework, although I did feel bad, but it's just like, I need to learn to take care of myself and my mind before I can move on to other things, and it's really hard. So at the moment, what Zoloft is doing to me is reducing my appetite a bit, although I always feel like I'm hungry, but then when I go to eat, I feel like puking because I've eaten too much, but I like ate a piece of bread or something. So it's like a really weird feeling, and if ever I take the Zoloft without food, I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I have a heartburn in my throat and I'm all dizzy and stuff, so it's really not a fun thing. I'm really hopeful that Zoloft is gonna work. I'm not discounting it as a drug that, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I wanna get better. I wanna get better for myself, I wanna get better for you guys, and I wanna document my process with mental health because it's really important, especially since you guys saw me last year where I was like all messed up, and then I got better, and now I'm even more messed up. Like this, I haven't felt this depressed ever my entire life. Like this is the worst that it's ever been. And when I told my doctor that, and I told him about like my suicidal thoughts, he was like, yeah, no, we need to get you on medication right now. So it just sucks because a part of me feels like, am I making this up? Is it because like a lot of people that I know are depressed, or like it's in the media a lot? Am I tricking myself into thinking I have depression? Like I don't like thinking these things because it makes me feel like I'm like not actually mentally ill, but am I? And the fact that I can't work and that I don't get enough money from the government, can I apply for disability and get money? It's just like all these questions. It sucks that I have to deal with this, but you know, it's like doubting myself and doubting this mental illness. Like, do I actually have a mental illness? Does that make any sense? Am I alone? I don't think I'm alone. There's no way I'm alone, right? Anyways, that's it. That's all I have to say about my mental illness and feeling better and taking time for myself. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I had a very hard week last week, and it's like I don't have anything left, and it sucks because I can wake up in the morning most days and like eat some breakfast, go to my class, and then I'm done. I have no energy to do anything else, and I just want to lay down and just like cuddle my cat and just listen to music or watch TV. And today it was like I couldn't even get out of bed. It was so bad. I had to like slap myself in the face to get out of bed, and I have to go to class. I can't miss any class. I have to go, and it's just like it's overwhelming, and I have nothing else to give. Like it was so, I sat down on my chair for an hour before I was able to make this video, my video for Transastic. I just like, I know I have to do this. I want to do this. I know that I want to do it. Like I want to make this video, but it was just the like, how do I get up and do it? I just don't, it doesn't click to me anymore. And it feels like I'm lazy, and I feel like other people think I'm lazy, but I just don't know how to explain it another way. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Sorry for the depressing video and a long video about mental health. Hopefully the cats in the back make you feel better, and my cat hat, and my cat shirt, and everything cat, because it's making me feel better. Also, the inside of this shirt is really, really soft, and it's making me feel better. Alright, yeah, thank you guys so much for the video suggestions. I'm going to be working on those when I feel up to it, which, you know, I want to make them. So thank you for watching this, and message me or comment if you have any insight on this fun thing called depression. Alright, have a great week.